Alright, comrades, it is Mikhail. And we are now going to start the Babel event. Oh, whoop, that's the wrong one. Here in Arknights. So, we got a story stage here. First, obviously. Oh, give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Alright. Just had to get my drink because we're going to be doing a lot of words. A speck of blood red upon speckless white. Okay, so. Let's go. A boy cries in his dreams. To quell the blizzard, a girl wraps him within her cloak and wipes his tears away. Freezing, gusting, the air screams on. Softly the Cyclops tells of an epic tale far, far away. Oh, we got a Cyclops. Interesting. Through the snowstorm seams, her voice comes. The myriad souls' calls become harmony with it. The boys whimpers the drum of their beat. This dream is bitter cold. Within, the girl seizes a faint breath. She covers the boy's eyes and closes her own. Even now, even here, for them, the ballad from 1,000 years ago is still playing. Armies fell upon our home. Them I saw from afar. From valleys to hills, our lands they scarred. The king slaughtered, the myriad souls did lament. Yet one sovereign fell, 6 heroes rose. They blew the horn, led the fight, faced their foes. Alas, the wondrous city collapsed. To ruin's rift, as the fleeting peace elapsed. This is sick. I like this. When all seemed lost, a black crown appeared. Artoria? I mean, no, stop. The twins brought hope where dread had reared. Ah, yes. Right, the twin empresses from the Witch King. Yeah, okay. It has to be that, right? I mean, that's the first thing I thought of anyway. It's probably not. Fuck me. Oh my god. Why can't I remember anything when I record? No. Lefania. Jesus. Alright, there we go. It's probably not about Lefania, but you know. It sounds a lot like the Witch King and the Twin Empresses who destroyed him. Anyway. Spreads the rift, giving birth to betrayal. An assassin in the heart of Tempest. Them I saw from afar. A sword to slay the Regent King, a spear to pierce the royal ring. Ah, an assassin, huh? Legend ends as justice calls. To righteous fate, the mighty falls. Alright, someone write that down. That's sick. This is how this episode ends. Alright, thank you for watching, comrades. Hope you enjoy. Okay, alright, stop. The Cyclops fades into the blizzard of the dreamscape, leaving the child behind her. The boy's own cries grows distant from his ears. He wakes. Holy fuck, look at that. Summer 1094. Outskirts of an abandoned town, Kazdel. That is how this episode ends, Ascalon. My story is over. That is what my people, the Cyclops bound for the deep north, saw as they gazed their last of Kazdel. Is that a page from a long lost history? A possible future yet to come? Or plain meaningless gibbering? None knew for the past millennium. Until they came and fate's rapids begin to narrow into a surer course. And now, the fate she saw has drawn before our eyes. Oh, dude, why can't we get that E1 art? Dude, that's sick. Come on. Nah. Okay, anyway. Wait, no, wait, huh? No, am I tripping? Alright. I don't care. Oh, dude! When playable, Sky, when playable. Come on. Fuck, man. Ugh, I'm surprised you'd even hear me out. Bright red blood creeps along his mask, trickling down his chest. All right, no, never mind. We're not gonna play Scar Eye. Never mind. Ascalon's eyes narrow a hair. He's out of luck. You're about to die, so I give you one as token of respect. Those prophecies never did gnaw at you in all the time we knew each other, no? That's why you will never understand how a greedy soul first to control his fate. Choose better last words. I know how you hurry to convene with those Babel members, but it's not yet time for you to leave. Look, the catastrophe is near. Ah, funny. I'm curious now. What was it you found within the storm? Step aside. No commission left unfinished. The wool I set myself back when I was at the Scar Market. Alive or... Ugh. A dawn-like mist is wound about the Cyclops' neck as Ascalon ventures behind him, leaving his body to dangle over the cliff's edge. You ever seen your own end, then? I don't care for prophecies. We have that in common. Huh. But fact is, none of us can outrun fate. Don't you want to struggle out of it? What makes you not? Why can you not? How can you not? Like Sword of Destiny. Good Witcher book. It's basically, you know, the same fate and destiny, right? So. And Geralt does not like Destiny. Anyway. Never forget, you have your place in the prophecies too. Whimpering, storming. A plaintive chant rings in their ears, an elegy o'er the horizon from the convalescence of the banshees, sucked into the storm's eye. Ascalon gives an involuntary shudder. She is ice cold from head to toe. An indescribable pain rips from behind her ears down to the soles of her feet. This nameless elegy, this ill omen. Farewell, Kazdel. A single sigh reaches Ascalon. Her hand tightens fast, until not even the faintest sound will leave Sky's throat again. And then she lets go. Ah, damn fate. In a blink, the tremendous figure of the Cyclops becomes no more than a speck below the overhang. The mist scatters to the storm, the shadow of a hood goes with it. All vanishes within the teardrops falling from the cliff. Gasps. Rolls of thunder from catastrophe clouds. Whistles as the sound is swept across the barrens. The sound of everything culminates in silence. Okay, so she assassinated someone? A Cyclops dude? Londinium, Victoria. Oh, okay. This, okay. Oh shit! Teresa's the homie. I like his design, dude. He looks so fucking cool, man. Common Hypergryph W right here. Design wise, you know? Fucking cool, dude. Now, lift your head, sarcasm of hers. If you would still see through the calling she bestowed you, here I stand. Come, step forth. You may avenge her. Dude, sarcasm designs. Mwah. Anyway. My name is stitched onto my clothes. Stitched by Her Highness Teresa's own hands. I can feel it faintly burning right this moment, and I know what that means. The mission she assigned us is over. We will clash with you no more. The sarcasts do not draw on each other before the invader. We pledge our loyalty to you, Regent. So long as you still hold your zeal and earnestness for the sarcasts, we will trust you with our lives. Even though you nearly ruined all the plans we'd set up in Victoria. Should the military commission put us to death, we will be willing to die. As long as it could bring a better end. An end as she wished. A moment ago you were the renegades in chief, all but ready to entomb our plans. How can I possibly believe? Manfred. As she wished, you said. Your name, Deathmonger. Julie? I will remember it, and I will hand you your final mission. Guards, assassins, mercenaries, survivors of this sea of bloodshed, one and all. You are to enter the mausoleum of kings. You are to render Victoria's iron heart as scrap. You are to ambush and wipe out every last steam knight. You let us take part in the Commission's core plan to enfeeble Londinium? Manfred will take good care of you. There's no chance we leave that place alive, is there? You're welcome to fight for it. Very well. What's keeping you here? I'm just taking it in. I'm looking at the one who fostered Ascalon. Whoa, okay, shit. She now rid herself of you. I swore to follow Her Highness Teresa, with no inkling that the tale of the mixed blood twins, rewriters of Kazdel history, would end this way. Let alone that this disposable life of mine had a place in it. Farewell, Your Highness Teresa's. I take my hatred of you to the grave. Okay. So this is like a part of episode 13 or something? Dude, I just started on episode 10. I haven't read that far yet. I really need to catch up. That's annoying. Hopefully by next week or something when I'm done with my internship. I hope I have enough time to catch up. I've got a lot of reading to do. Road Silent of Babel. Kazdel. Whoa! Who the hell is this? Whoa! Hey, yo. Calcit, what are you doing? What? Huh? Keep going, Calcit. What? Never since the day she was born has this corridor felt so endlessly long to Calcit. Monster. Oh shit. Yeah, you fucked, bro. Name is that. Oh. My dame, do not bury us. Kazdel soil cannot hold any more traitors. Finish him. Yeah, you're dead, bro. You're not fucking with Calcit and Monster. I know that even left on your own, your step will not falter. Will never falter. I'm here, Doctor. System unresponsive. This is... Master, cut the door down. Master, meltdown. You believe loneliness is yours alone, that you have none of the same kind. Yet from the day you woke again, we've walked shoulder to shoulder, haven't we? Immortal empires turn to dust. Elder scepters rent in two under ancients' rallying cries. Pulses over the sky like a surge. The immutable rhythm of the stars, from resplendent glimmer to dull collapse. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle. She's ever so familiar with it. Teresa. Oh? Yet still, one day I'll choose to slow down, to stop in place where I am. When I do, Calcit, don't grieve. Keep going. Calcit subconsciously searches her memories. Death, rebirth, the all-encompassing cycle. No. It's not the same this time, not quite. For the first time, she must bid to the first who could ever converse with her as an equal to her dearest friend. Farewell. Huh? Who? What? What the fuck is going on? Teresa. Oh. What the fuck is this? That's... Alright, so that's me. That's Amia. There's Teresa. What the That's a... Alright, that's a pretty dark picture. So, Calcit, it's time to say goodbye. Amia. Doctor. But... I always say one day our wandering is about to end. One day the sarcasm wandering is bound to end. Now your wandering too has reached its endpoint. And I knew full well this possibility always existed. Why? I should have stayed behind. It's my... Because I believe in Rose Island. I believe in Babel. I believe in you. Do I recognize anyone else? Must be some nameless operators. No, okay, I don't see anyone else. Kazdel, I hope the Rose Island can be a place you name home, an island you may always return to. That's from the third. Wait, no. Is it? Is it the third PV, right? The third PV with infected, right? Starset? Isn't it? It's 2 or 3. I think it's the third one. It has this line right here in it. Oh, that's epic! Oh my god! All right. Yeah, this is okay. This is already crawling on my crawling up my favorite event already, and I haven't even started. The battle stages yet. All right, calm down. That's so sick. I already did everything I could do. I won't harbor complaint from my own end. Babel's mission is concluded while you and this landship have only just set sail. I am not the same kind as you, Kazdel. I cannot explain away your puzzlement, but I have always been your companion. Then now, and after. I will always be with you all. Now. Dude, what? What is that? What was... Dude, what was... Nah, fuck that. We're continuing. Fuck that. No. Hey, yo, what? Alright. As a horror fan, what does this look like? If you said Silent Hill, you would be very much correct. The rust, the red, the metal. Oh, dude, this... Alright, yeah, no, this is... Alright. So I already took the liberty of making a complete Sarkaz team except Penance because I need to... Alright, look at this. I need 3 more trust, dude, and I can get her module going. So yeah, I don't think I have any other Sarkaz tanks. I don't think there is, actually. But yeah, I completed Ascalon's upgrades and all that. Actually, hold on, let me check something real quick before we start that battle stage right there. 5 minutes. Do we wait? It's her S3. Ah, that's fine. But yeah, I'm 5 minutes away from getting her S3 upgraded as well, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll just use her S2 for now. I'll do her S3 when I get her module going. But yeah, let's go. Dude, I'm so hyped now. That was a sick intro. Holy fuck, dude. What is this? Dude, this art looks 64 years ago. Autumn 1030. What? So we're back in time now. Yeah, because it takes place. Normal Arknights takes place in 1094. Yeah, as it said earlier. All right, so we're way back in the past now, and it is actually autumn right now. Scar Market, Kazdel. You protect this tag around your neck with your life. You're my precious property, slave. Do you understand? Sarkaz rang. You better be worth something. Stay here and don't move. You inspect the goods. Slave Turr casts a glance at the silent slave behind the mercenary's back, then slightly shakes his head. Where'd you get it? Found him on my way here, dying of thirst and about to become Mangler Chow. Thought he could fetch a good price. I came from Kazdel. I can find someone who... Doesn't matter to us where you're from, slave. Say you're... Higashi. Higashnish, I don't know. For all we care, as long as someone buys you out. I'm just checking if you've got a tail. You never know where these mercs get their goods. I promise you he's clean. You better not be messing with me, Kazdel Barter. Ain't gonna live long enough for money to mean something. Give me some good weapons. You're the boss. He's second rate at best. That'll net you 2 blaze, freshly cast. How about you take another look with your eyes open this time? You can dress him up as a first rate, but it won't change anything. If you don't like our offer, feel free to get lost. And put that machete of yours away. This is a scar market you're in. Can you throw in more? I was out on the Lefanian border before I got back. I've got first-hand intel about the whole war in the court. Well, here's something for nothing. Careful what you spew out of that mouth if you want to stay alive here. Mouthing around, you have valuable first-hand intel. You want to guess where that'll get you? Leave the goods and scram. You're holding up the line. Not happy? Drown your sorrows in the bar. Our boss, Sky, brews one heck of a drink. Doesn't matter if you can't pay your tab. They'll take your weapons as collateral, merc. One more thing. Where did you run your bounty board? I'm here to strike it rich. The bar folk will be happy to inform you. The merc stares around this floating hub, hidden away in the giant subterranean hollow beneath Kazdel. Amidst the moans of the slaves, the faint yet constant rumble of lava and bursts of originium dust can be heard rising from beneath the market. Eyeing the rugged path behind him, the mercenary recalls the perils he faced to reach here from the surface and shudders. Just how many people are there in that goddamn chasm? Enough to break your fall if you jumped. Welcome to the Scar Market, Greenhorn. You'll love it here. Where's the deal? What's the deal over there? Why the crowd? It is probably just another big name just rolled into town. Aren't you here to strike it rich? Go on then. I'd rather keep my horns out of all that mess. The merc vaguely makes out a pale white figure flitting through the chaotic gloom of the street. White clothes? You don't see that every day in Kazdel. Oh! You're injured? Tell me something I don't know. You're... Huh? The last time I was here, it was someone else handling transactions. Good, yes. You're referring to my grandfather. He never stopped bragging about how he'd fought you and lived. I'm surprised you'd remember him. In the good sense, though, that means he wasn't lying all this time. It must have been 60 years ago by now. General Teresa's. Already? How sad that nothing here has changed at all. I imagine with Her Highness here too, there will be no more violence this time, eh? Even if things get bloody, eventually you'll leave, but we'll always be here, General. We'll always have business, so long as Kazdel's unrest never rests. That's actually a good, I like that wording. Even now, I remember one thing my grandpa mentioned in his boast. He said to you, it's the land of Kazdel that needs us. Teresus looks at the slaves, their heads down in their cages. He draws a sword. War and turmoil have necessitated this trade for over a century. This Scar Market. General, provided you can reach the surface alive, take a fresh look at Kazdel. Much of what you know will soon change. All Sarkas will be part of this change. All? Us too? Yes, I'm not inclined to explain our vision to the likes of you, but I will stay here a while longer and wait for her return. Until then, I welcome you mercenaries to challenge me just as 60 years ago. I would take you to Kazdel willingly or otherwise. His voice isn't loud, but every Sarkas presents. Okay, no one. His voice isn't loud, but every Sarkas present hangs on to his every word. The mixed blood Sarkas stands alone, no retinue, no army, armed only with an ordinary looking longsword casually held in the hand that wields it. His steely gaze pierces through the dim of the street, settling calmly in the direction of the only person he cares for. Eh? What? Who? Where? Huh? There she is. You can dismiss the mercenaries in ambush. Note that they are your most trusted men. This is out of my respect for the King of Sarkas. None aside from the general can claim to know your true motives, after all. Your Highness, do you truly believe this can change the fate of the Sarkas? That you're not just another ill-fated hero caught in this cycle of hope and failure? Once the dust has all settled, your answer will come naturally. Following that Pyrrhic victory, we built from zero a moving city, the great nomad of Sarkas soil for over a century now. We can evade catastrophes and foreign armies. Our development has finally reached a point of basic self-sufficiency, but it's so far from enough. The storm has long been brewing on the horizon, but we were too oblivious. Like a burden beast, too slow to react, too old to move. Your Highness must be referring to that war between Lefania and Gaul. Surely you too are aware of the magnitude of that war? Corsica, I even secretly hired our royal court casters Jesus, as his consultants, but despite a period of seclusion, Lefania's Witch King thwarted Gaul's offenses with his opening move. Yeah. You were not even gonna get close to Lefania thanks to Hercum's horn. The Witch King is pretty fucking scary. The strongest caster ever. And now, Ursus and Victoria have also declared war on Gaul. These present empires display a might so far removed from the enemy 130 years ago, against which we staked our Kazdel just to barely prevail. That was already a victory in name only. If Kazdel must now be thrust into the same situation, how could it possibly end? It is for this end that you wish to establish the military commission of Kazdel. Yet the old aristocrats of the royal court grow resentful, refusing to relinquish their sumptuous city lives and viewing this as an attempt to challenge their privileges. A century of peace is enough for certain memories to slip their minds. So, what have you deigned to come here in person? Do you see the Scar Market as the royal court for the bottom feeders, where the likes of us skate by and make merry? My only hope is for more Sarkas to join us and resist the voices that refuse to embrace change. Resist? Perhaps your Highness meant terrorize and purge. What I want is a reform, not a slaughter. So what's the reward? The Scarmark is not a real royal court. What we have with the mercenaries is partnership, not fealty. Without compensation, no one will work for us. Reward? Are the spoils of war not enough? Are the riches, power, or food that should have gone to the hungry people not enough to sate your appetite? You claim to provide shelter and a livelihood for the countless Sarkas warriors with your rhetoric of justice. Yet, I could almost hear their bones crunch as you screamed them dry for profit. Sorry, but in this business we eat people whole and chew out their bones. Scar, you two are Sarkas. You two are part of Kazdel. While Teresa cannot see what expression lies behind Scar Eye's mask, his emotions are clear as day before her pitch-black crown. No commoner in Kazdel would ever dare defy the royal court. But in his emotions, all Teresa sees is fervor and bloodthirst. You won't reverse. Ha! Why would I? Do you think I'm scared they'll take revenge on me? The royal court's no mystery to me. Your Highness knows that plenty well. And let me say, you've promised me, no doubt, the best reward I could ask for. We thrive on chaos, and I can see the level of chaos you will bring upon Kazdel. The fact that you've kept the name Scar tells me your ideas haven't changed. Like you said, the nations of Terra have grown tremendously in power over the last century. You could throw more remnants into the soul furnace and stoke its flames, but it'll not close that gap. So why force the people who aren't really of the same race to band together, call themselves the Sarkas, and build a giant target called Kazdel? The war between the four superpowers has proven that other Terra nations can accept our existence as mercenaries, and that's where Scar Market comes in. And your Highness surely knows that we've become a community, a town, because many of us could never fit into the elitist blood-obsessed royal court. In all those years, I may have helped just as many Sarkas find a new way of life as the 6 heroes, if not even more. And I'm not the least bit ashamed to say it, Your Highness, King of Sarkas. Teresa doesn't reply. All she offers is a faint smile at the Cyclops. Ah, it suddenly occurs to Sky that this King of Sarkas belongs to no royal court and represents no bloodline. Her sole aim is to persuade the Sarkas who are unwilling to believe that Kazdel can be built, some of whom have even committed crimes for this cause, to believe once more. But is she enough to break free from the cycle of tragic failures, from the ending he foresaw? Come to think of it, there's one thing I don't get yet, Your Highness. I might have agreed to help you, but why didn't you and General Teresa simply burn this place to the ground before the day's end? I would have little chance of winning if you decided to do so. Just like you did 60 years ago. A minute ago you described Kazdel as nothing but a target, and that you want another way for the Sarkas to live. One that would have them depend on other nations. Yes. So tell me, in your prophetic visions, have you seen Kazdel's destruction? Have you seen my death, Teresa's death, and the destruction of all that you stand against? And what about yourself? How do you behold your death? A slow and agonizing death by Rypathy, slain in battle on foreign soil, or drowned in a sea of plots and conspiracies? Have you ever left this place and seen Kazdel as it is now? Have you ever truly seen the future? Is this your way of asking for a prophecy? I don't give handouts, but for your Highness, I'll consider a discount. Such nerve! No wonder you were able to claw your way out of this bleakness and rebuild this mercenary's paradise. But I'll pass on the prophecy. Prophecies and fate have no value. It's getting late. I look forward to your return to Kazdel. He watches her go and heaves a long sigh only when even her footsteps fall from earshot. Son of a bitch. Foresight, prophecies, his own death. He bought his coffin this very morning. Oh shit, dude. And in 64 years he will die. Tally up the losses. Bust the slaves. Set them free. They're bound to get tangled up in the Scar Market after the war begins anyway, and most will lose out on pocket change. Did anyone take on General Teresa's and survive? Yes, I've noted them all down. Take them to supplies for a little reward. They've got real balls. When you're done, take them to the bar entrance and kill all of them in front of everyone. Send their heads to General Teresa's as an apology. Got it. Send their rewards to whatever family and friends they have as a bereavement. Tell every merc looking to make a living in the Scar Market, I don't want to see anyone trying funny shit on my turf. He heads alone to the bar. The tags on his cloak jangling on his... yeah, ooh, whoa, yeah, wow. I didn't even notice those. I was too fixated on the on the fucking brass knuckle here. Jesus, that is so sick. But yeah, yo, he has a lot of tags. Even some around his neck, I think those are. He stands prominently in the crowd, watching as the blades take the light from the mercenary's eyes. Still, no one fights back. Utter disappointment. Drakes are on the house tonight, both to celebrate the two highnesses sparing your lives, and to celebrate the huge gig you've all just landed. Your objective is in Kazdel. Get your shit ready. Soon, you're all gonna be in the city. Oh, there's more? Oh, okay. Secret entrance of the Scar Market, Kazdel. Here we go. You've been quiet for a while now, Teresa. Are you hesitating? No, I have confidence in you. A reshuffle of the War Council is inevitable. It's just... I've been thinking about the city's future. War won't stop itself at Gore. Our pace has fallen too far behind. Corsica, the first commands an indomitable fleet of dreadnoughts and guard battalions. The Mad King of Lefania has more than his arts in his arsenal to affect Gore's failure. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, I would not fuck with Lefania while the Witch King is alive. Industrial might of both Ursus and Victoria in the throes of large-scale war has far surpassed our imaginations. Many assume to know war like the back of their hands simply by living enough through it. If our concept of war still lingers on the great battle from a century ago, then we have drastically underestimated how quickly wars can nourish empires and fuel dictatorships. This is exactly why we need a military commission. It's more than that, Teresa's. I know. When the day comes when the Sarkas wish to live on, if a brittle, creaking city is all they have to call their own, it will be far from enough. Do you remember the idea I proposed back when Kalset was designing the city's blueprints with us? Babel. To transcend the borders of race and nation, to echo far and widen our ideals in our epics. Founded by Sarkas. We will prepare Kazdel for the coming crisis, strive to eradicate the poverty and disease that have plagued them for millennia, and send a message to all of Terra. There will come a future when we all stand as one. The Sarkas too are a part of Terra's destiny. This is not the first Teresa has heard of her idea. Apart from the dame who left after helping build the nomadic city of Kazdel many years ago, he alone knows the true belief of the current king of Sarkas. So yeah, Kazdel was involved. Kazdel won't accept this Babel. You and I both know that well. It's but a dream attempting to subvert reality. Yes, for now at least. We can't be talking of such grand ideals while even our own affairs are slipping away from us. It's my hope this Babel can become part of Kazdel, Teresa's. Are you prepared then? As I said before, this is not just the other nations that will oppose you. Kazdel and Sarkas cling to their hatred will also stand against you. And that's when the civil war begins. It is cruel to force them to forgive and forget. The persecution of the Sarkas is not history. The ancient hatred is what drives many to survive until this day. I am the king of Sarkas. The responsibility is all mine to bear. I must show them a way out of this. I see. Then go, do what you will. Teresa, I still do not approve of your vision, but I do support your decision, and the future military commissions will, too. If your gaze is set too far to see what lies before you, then I shall sweep away all that obstructs you at the moment. Just as always. I know. Come, let's go home. Kazdel still needs us for what's about to happen. Oh yes, Scar mentioned the prophecy again as I was leaving. The signs of a pessimistic fate. And your reaction? I don't care. Agreed. Kazdel, a strange yet familiar name. Many from this great land see it as the pit from which devils crawl. A terrible place to be avoided at all costs. While to the Sarkas, the name only evokes equally conflicted emotions. Alright, that's fucking badass. Give me that. Yeah, Kazdel design. Mwah. Fucking badass, dude. Still not my favorite country, but it's definitely up there, you know. But yeah. I'm still gonna say something along the lines of Lefania looks pretty sick and Casimir's looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna I don't know. It's one of those two. Anyway, Despite generations of Sarkas passing on, that Kazdel is the Sarkas' homeland. An outsider might wonder if they mean the city or the entirety of those lands. Perhaps only they themselves know. It never struck me on the way out just how high this wall is. Oh well, at least I can go home alive now. That means I'm pretty lucky. That man in the Sky Market, that was General Teresa's, the first of this city's founders, the hero of that legendary campaign. Ugh. If I had the courage to ask him to take me in, maybe I could have just... Ugh, I'm dreaming again. He sits atop the high wall, experiencing for the first time a new lease on life. Few of Kazdel's civilian Sarkas, save for those children who haven't yet cottoned onto the fear of death, ever climb onto the wall, city wall. If the tremendous pipes and tubes piled high can even be called a wall. The intricately tangled forest of originium spikes can take the lives of anyone who loses their footing, but it also serves as a haven for pilferers and mercenaries to stash their goods. Smugglers and vagrants cross through the dark underground, peeking out from the tunnels and drains at mines and factories, scuttling from one corner of the city to another. The life the slave once knew. The general gave me a fresh start, so what should I do from now on? He gazes at the furnace, burning and smoldering far away, teeming with indiscernible workers as they carry originium, steel, dirt, and stones into its hearth. To Kazdel, the nomad, its flames bring motion, while the molten metal that flows out adds new appendage to the city. For a whole century, it spells its incessant black smoke. None knew whether it's ash or originium dust. Some say it's the bitter anger and anguish as the remnants exhale their last breaths. Witchcraft altars hang high in the sky, intermittently flashing their blinding rays. The slave has heard many different versions of their urban legend. The most frightening version claims that the world courts casters work day and night on the altars, watching everything and listening to every conversation in the city. Yeah, that's fucking creepy. Maybe I could try my luck at the factories too. It doesn't matter what else. I made it back alive. It's been months since I left. I don't know how many of my friends are still alive. Oh my god, this map never starts. Holy shit. The nomadic city of Kazdel. What happened here? Why are all the doors open and the furniture all smashed? Pull top. Oh wait, no, that's a girl. Pull top, you're back. It's you. What are you doing here? Where'd you get that ornament? Something big is happening. World court nobles are being dragged out of their houses and killed by mercenaries appearing from nowhere, while the city guards do nothing. A lot of us have been sneaking into the empty houses, and boy, have we dressed up some good stuff. How are you still alive though? Word got out you wanted to leave the city and find your own way, and after so long we all assumed you died out there. You won't believe my luck. First I was left to die without food or water, then I was taken to the Sky Market, but guess what? General Teresa saved my life, the general himself. Then on the way home, I ran into this guy with a halo over his head, calling himself a messenger, and he brought me all the way back to the city wall. What? He met a fucking Sanctum and didn't shoot him on sight? That's interesting. That's very interesting. So I've decided to change my name to Good Luck starting today. You guys can forget that lousy old name of mine. A guy with a halo, a Sancta, and then the general? You sure learned how to lie, Good Luck. What a name! Believe me or don't, but either way, today's the first new start for me. I'm gonna go be a miner. I looted at Naxia's house earlier and found some hot air balloons. Wanna launch me on one and put that luck of yours to good use? I'm in. Well, that was fast. Man, it feels good to be home. Good Luck glances around at the people swarming the street. This is the life he knows. If he wants to survive, the city will always offer him a way. Thank you, Fate, and thank you, General. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. Can't wait to hear the music. Great aspirations. Whoa, flying boots mercenary. Fast moving merchants capable of evading physical attacks. Loses physical dodge against a stabilized chain. Okay. That's a new thing, I guess. Alright. Let's get this. Come here, bitch. No? Okay. Let's get the girl going. And you're dead. Yeah, where the hell are you going, bro? Huh? Where do you think you're going? I love that poison damage so much. Die, fuckers. Not so fast now, are ya? Well, this is easy. Alright. Let's try idiot. Oh, okay. That was alright. I mean, I guess they tried. Autumn. 1031. The nomadic city of Kazdel. Kazdel. Hey, let me through already. Hey, no shoving. You want a good spot? I'll trade you mine for some high purity Argenium out in the mines. Don't just grab the leaflet out of my hands. Ugh, that blood all over you stinks. Can't help it when you're breaking into dead people's houses. Lingonus. That's how you read that word, right? Where's Lingonus? Gaul. Oh, where's Gaul? Bruh, how do you... How do you go from Gaul to Lingonus? There's not even... Okay. I'm not even... Alright. I'm not even going to question that. How the fuck should I know where Gaul is? Hey, what's with the attitude? Shh, the Highnesses and the Royal Court big shots are discussing something in the chamber. I heard it's about reorganizing the city. Haven't you noticed all the extra guards on the streets lately? So quiet down a bit. Well, it's been real stuffy today. It is decided. The military commission will replace the war council in assisting the king of Sarkas Teresa in decision making related to Kazdel's military and political affairs. The military commission will be the sole administration of Kazdel, and none will have the authority to issue commands to the Sarkas in the Royal Court's name. All present have already received the details of this resolution. To the Royal Court leaders who still wish to cling on to the War Council, know that the military commission of Kazdel will become the final bastion of the Sarkas, our eternal fortress, and the usher of a new order. Are there any further questions? Oh shit. It's the logos. I might have to... Logos, I might have to do something. Anyway. Your Highness appears more haggard than you did yesterday. Please, look after your health. No military commission is worth it, if it comes at the cost of your Highness's health. Holy shit. I'm just gonna call her Malene. Malene, thank you. I know how hard you have worked for this city. I know how hard you work for this day. And I also know how Kazdel today views the banshees of the Convalis. But before I state our position, I encountered a lost envoy of the Liches on my journey here. He entrusted me with a letter for your Highnesses, that he couldn't even find the road here. Let this be proof of the immense changes Kazdel has undergone. A letter from Lefania. If things are going as suspected, your Highness's messenger would still not have received any news from the Cyclopses. Rather than waiting for the response from deep in the blizzard, should we not hear how the Liches of Lefania answer? You're right, it's been a very long time since the Sakas were able to truly unite. Oh? The ornate calligraphy upon the letter turns into silken threads that float above the paper and weave into the shape of a familiar figure. Oh shit, here we go. I hope it's the... Yes! Fremont, yes! Yes, I was hoping it was him, yes, go! Oh my god, my fucking favorite dude. Fremont, a lich who has long resided in Lefania. It appears that he is now the first scribe for the Liches. It seems that the arts practiced by the Liches of Lefania have some stylistic changes. Oh, he appears rather excited. Why is there only image but no sound? Well, the Lich envoy did suggest to me that he was rather vexed with refining his master's words, but never did I imagine that he would simply erase all the sound. In short, Fremont apologizes on behalf of the Liches. They are enthralled as ever by their quest for knowledge, and are therefore unable to afford the distraction of making a long journey here. But if Kazdel were ever in need of their knowledge, they would happily throw wide the gates to their temple for the people that they have chosen. I am sure that with your abilities, your Highness can understand Fremont's attitude on the matter from his image alone. To me, it appears as though he is sensitive to drastic change, as has always been his wont. Oh no, we didn't get to hear anything from him. No. Oh my god, the teasing. Fuck, dude. Definitely one of my favorite characters in all of Arknights. Holy fuck. Anyway. Ah yes, there's another letter from Fremont, one addressed directly to the General. Might I remind you, Malene, that you are nobody's messenger. You have not yet expressed where the Banshee Court stands. I assume that we had reached an understanding in the course of our reminiscing yesterday. The Banshees will not participate. We are still recovering from the wounds inflicted by the past war. Perhaps other Sakas will castigate us for this, but all present should know that since the war, the elegies have yet to cease in our valley. We have suffered grievous losses. If Kazdel calls on the aid of the Banshees If Kazdel calls upon the aid of the Banshees once more, then I will give the same promise as Fremont. The Banshees will be there. But until that day, you will find us willing but unable. Naturally, I myself will render what little assistance I am able to give from this day onwards. That's more than we could ask for. Thank you, Malene. You are welcome, Your Highness. You should know where I stand. For the past 100 years, I have always stood by the decisions you have made. I can only hope that your brother does not blame us for watching from the sidelines. Next, Lord Salem, the Naxar King. You were once the leader of the War Council and the mentor of Teresa's and I. What is your opinion on these many proposals? What do the other council members that you represent stand on the matter? Dude, so fucking sick. Have you discussed them with the Damatsy cluster? They have long since taken root in Kazdel, under many different names and faces. We have had many conversations over the years, and they have no objections. Then I have no objections of my own. Your Highness need not worry about the bureaucratic hurdles, policy imperfections, or enforcement mechanisms. Where I stand is also where the other members of the council stand. We all know what we truly long for, a turnabout, a change, a banner. Go, do as you will. We will knock their king, I promise you that. I trust that this stagnant and dulled war can take on a new form in your hands. I notice you have not said a word this entire meeting. Sanguinarch of vampires. To take the War Council and the century of history behind it, and sweep it into the gutter alongside the exalted heroic age and what little triumphs within. Is that the General's decision? It is our decision. Speak your mind, Dukariel. That's okay. Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna call him Dukariel. That actually does sound pretty cool. Actually, Dukariel. Anyway, Dukariel lowers his gaze. Teresa's white skirt is molted with many a blackened bloodstain. The Sanguinarch is highly attuned to such matters. He senses the blood of the lowly, the foul stench of fallen descendants, and the murky taint of royal court members who willingly debase themselves. I thank you, your highness, for purifying the filthy blood that I so abhor in my stead. But never have I needed to hide my request behind honeyed words, such as it has been for every king of the past, and so it will be for you. The military commission is merely an attempt to hide sarcasm, witchcraft, and blood behind a more modern, more efficient name. Truth be told, I feel like this is insignificant, more than insignificant. It is simply not necessary. You reject the proposal? On behalf of the Vampire Court? Lucario glances at Teresa's, but Teresa's remains indifferent to him. Time has left almost no trace on the mixed blood sarcasm. He stands steadfast by Teresa's side, the same nameless warrior who stood by the seamstress a century ago. His eyes never fall on the vampire. Not a rejection, no. I'm merely expressing some minor frustrations about this meeting. You are great and powerful, all of you are. How long has it been since so many members of the Royal Court have gathered here in Kazdel? Not to mention that it was you who defeated that foolish coalition in the prior age and wrestled the future into your own hands, before personally establishing the War Council. And now you wish to personally change this council? Why? Look about you at the other dignitaries in this chamber. You have long reached a consensus. The only obstacle to your military commission is myself and the vampires. You would voice some ridiculous title upon me before forcing all vampires to bow down to your commission. When did you learn this political trickery that those Victorians and Lefanians so love? Why not just take my head here and now and slaughter the vampires within this city's walls? This meeting was not convened to persecute anyone. Was it not? It was convened to discuss how to bring Kazdel into a new age. A new age? In that so-called Age of the Six Heroes that songs love to praise, what I saw was bloodthirst and violence. I had thought that when I arrived in Kazdel, I would be greeted with the sound of Wilis's wailing. But what did I see instead? I saw the coalition routed, witchcraft, enough to cover the land and fill the skies, crushed the enemy fraud. The power of the sarcasm shook the earth. I felt amazement, I felt excitement. Spurred by my passion, I took the head of the Lefanian envoy who had orchestrated the coalition and offered it to the War Council. Nesalem. The war was the true beginning of a new age. I thought you would agree with me. Have you too succumbed to schemes and politics, and shut your ears to the echoes of the abyss? The abyss has no place for you, Dukariel. Do not drag me into your tantrum. My apologies, but I am curious, what position did they offer the esteemed sarcasm master of war in the military commission that has rendered even you so short-sighted? All I await is the next war. And what war would that be? If it pleases you, your highness. Come, Dukariel. I will show you. Teresa nods her head in silent approval. The King of Sarkha's emotions envelop the entire chamber and all the members of the World Court. Through the King's eyes, they see ruination and grief. They see the century-old order of the Gaulish Empire so painstakingly maintained within the core region, obliterated by the combined forces of Ursus, Victoria, and Lefania. Barely had time to read that. They see Lingones, the capital of the world, doomed to never again appear on a map of terror. So it is actually a place. Holy shit. Whoa! Those present recall the campaign that reduced Kazdel to dust. Steam Knights, so these are Victorians. But it's not yet over. An even further future. Even further fantasy. And even further possibility. It is no longer a story to reflect upon. Rather, it is a speculation, a deduction, a prediction, and a verdict. But none question it, for all possibilities must be treated equally, even for the one they see. And its ending is equally insignificant and indisputable as any other. It is a change, a turning point in history, a divergence of fate. A crucial war looms on the horizon. It will span from now into the distant future, impacting every Sarkaz and all of Terra. All present has seen their positions in that war. The roles that they wish to play. You should understand now, vampire. You should understand what these visions mean. Or perhaps you have begun to grow weak and feeble as eyeless in the short span of 100 years. You were once a warrior. I cannot deny that. But are you saying that a new and reborn Kazdel requires the World Court to relinquish its former authority? Close, but not quite. The new Kazdel will no longer require the World Court's former authority. It will be more modern, more efficient, Lucario. How can the Sarkaz speak of unity when you continue to indulge in your noble bloodlines? Will it come from the rule of the World Court? You may still rule over your own court and maintain the power and prestige you hold among the Sarkaz, but the Vampire Court must yield to the military commission. I promise you this in Teresa's name. When the age that you witness comes, Kazdel will no longer be a single dot upon the map. It was once more than just a city, and so shall it be again. It seems I have spoken out of turn. Please continue, Your Highness Teresa. The aftermath of the ongoing conflict, enough to reshape current power dynamics, will engulf us all. It may come in 50 years, in 10, or perhaps even tomorrow. Kazdel cannot escape it. The Demazi and I both saw the visions of the campaign that will destroy Lingones. High-efficiency command systems made possible by our Geniomarts, high-speed battleships that can break through front lines, maneuver tactics that can mobilize entire legions. New advancements are applied to the battlefield as we speak. Holy fuck, this video is so long. Their capacity for destruction is surpassing our innate instinct rooted in our bloodlines. What worries me more is the fact that we still find fellow Sarkaz among the countless casualties of war. Gaul-employed World Court casters and the liches in Lefania are killing each other in battle, while a certain Wendigo is spilling the blood of his fellow Sarkaz to prove his loyalty to the Ursine Tsar. Bulldragger's T mentioned! Bulldragger's T fucking mentioned! Let's fucking go! Alright. Yeah. This is probably my second or third favorite event now. Okay. Okay, alright. Hell yeah. As for the Sarkaz mercenaries sent to the front lines as arts fodder, they won't even be counted in any nation's casualty statistics. The Sarkaz massacre on one another in wars we had no stake in, regarded as disposable goods to be abandoned without care by the leaders of those wars. For the sake of keeping pace with these changes, the Sarkaz must once again gather around the furnace, and if necessary, the power to dominate the war must lie in our hands. Teresa looks to Teresa, waiting for her opinion. But Teresa does not speak, her eyes placid as before. We will plunder the other nations and wrest their most profound secrets from them. We were once the proud T-Casts, forced to become the Sarcasts and derided as devils. Because the Outlanders feared us. It is an ancient fear rooted deep in their hearts. Let us remind them, let us show them all of Terra, our history and legend that have been either forgotten or falsified. The Sarcasts are not weak. We do not need others to save us from our fate. On the contrary, we will dictate the fate of Terra, dictate how this land should move forward. The details of our plan have been delivered to all present through the runic arts of the Banshees. To Kariel. Do you still hold doubt? No, exceptional work, Teresa's. Set aside a seat on the military commission for the Crimson Court. It appears that our Naxia king has not yet grown addled with age, but as to whether or not he could usher in such a grand feast, warriors need not die in a blaze of glory. That is the vulgarity only chased by those who seek fame. Oh, I nearly forgot you were still here, Malene. I have made myself abundantly clear from the start, Prince Tukariel. I need only silently observe your enthusiastic attempt at self-expression. How pitiful it is to look upon such a shabby little court. I will cherish your elegies. Then this I promise you, when death comes for you, the Lord of the Banshees will sing you an elegy delivered to you by the night wind. Set aside your chatter for another time. It seems their highnesses still have matters to discuss. The other members of the War Council will wish to know their decisions. Lucario, Malene, and you, Demazi, disguised outside the door with me. The Naxia king nods his head towards Teresa. The other two members of the Royal Court do not bid the king farewell. They simply follow the Naxia king out of the chamber. After the meeting's end, Teresa stands by Teresa's side, standing silently. He knows that she will be expecting an answer from him. He never mentioned that you would announce the plans for war to the Royal Court. You did not refute me, either. Would I have been able to refute anything? You are well aware of what I think. If you wanted to argue against any of it, you would have done so a few years ago. For now, I have them by the reins, but it's not just them. The entire city hungers for war. I will prevent matters from heading down the worst possible path, lest the prospects of Terra's continued existence become infinitesimally small. You must be quick about it. I will. What does Premon's letter say? As Teresa's opens the letter, the writing vanishes before his eyes, yet the message has already been etched itself indelibly into his mind. He has surmised what would transpire during the meeting rather accurately. He has given his opinion on some matters, alongside a reminder. Do not place all your coming hopes in one basket. Sick, bro. So sick. The nomadic seat of Kazdel. You with that babble. Pa, don't count on the military commission to look after you all. Oh shit. We got Caprine here. We're here to help you. Help us. My parents died in the hands of your Lefanians. You got some nerve. What? Not scared of me? We knew what to expect when we came here. Just need some getting used to. Besides, our captain warned us not to agitate the locals. You looking down on me? Bitch. Eh? The hell is this? Let me go. There's monster. Do not harm him, but do make him leave. Dr. Calcid? I said not to deviate from our planned route, even if it's to treat the wounded along the way. Sorry, Dr. Calcid. No matter, you handled it well. We reached our destination. Welcome to Babel. Oh shit, bro. She's here. Babel office. Kazdel. Ah, here we go. The two meet. Did you manage to retrieve all our stray colleagues? Yes, all's well with them. The construction of Babel's facilities is proceeding smoothly. The school that you were so looking forward to is already complete. Yet I heard that the unbeatable Dr. Kazdel had not too long ago been turned down, perhaps even kicked out. I do not foresee such a direct refusal. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest. To many sarcasts, the invitation of the king is barely worth the paper it's printed on. On the other hand, our connections with Sargon and Wimbledon have delivered good news. As for Colombia, some scientists have proposed a technology exchange program. They have their eyes on the ancient sarcast witchcraft, while we have need of their latest mobile farms. It took us a century's effort to share an equal dialogue with these powers. The result speaks for themselves. You are creating new history, Teresa. Thank you, Calcid. But I can tell you've had a lot on your mind recently. The military commission has been formally established. Babel's existence will spark yet another near incorrigible conflict in Kazdel. Our staff comes from different races and nations. How should they lie alongside the sarcasm? Live. If your efforts to soothe enmity and prejudice instead become a fuse to spark conflict anew, what does your highness plan to do? If we cannot even eliminate prejudice and hatred within the walls of Kazdel, how can Babel hope to achieve equality for the sarcasts throughout all of Terra? There will be members of the military commission posted to Babel soon. They will ensure the safety of our people. This will also serve as a warning to some. Babel is backed by Teresa's and me. She also has ranks like Amir. I just noticed that. Oh, right. Did I ever tell you how I met a Sanctum messenger, Calcid? Strange. The Sanctum do not generally dare to approach the borders of Kazdel. Was this why your highness disappeared this afternoon? Was it that obvious? I thought Malene had me covered. The Lord of the Banshees clearly tried, but judging from the results, she isn't the best pick for clerical work. Well, what of that Sanctum messenger? He was getting water from the river and we struck up a conversation. We chatted about many things, history, peace, hatred. Our viewpoints did not align on most things, but I could sense in him wisdom and intelligence beyond his years. He had thoughts concealed within his heart, ones he did not yet know of. And so, you used the power of the King of Sarkas on a Sancta? I simply wished to know what this fated encounter meant. And what did it mean? It's still hard to say, but while I was looking at his soul, I felt that perhaps we are not so alone, Calcid. Many on this land are doing all they can to pursue hope. Hopes big and small, hopes bright and beautiful. Oh man. I really didn't have an opinion on Teresa. Because this is the first time I'm actually seeing her, right? Because I haven't gotten that long in the main story. But seeing her in this event, I really like her. I really do like her. Ugh, that hurt. Are those people nuts or something? I just wanted to get a few nice things for myself. Never even heard of any Babel. He steadies himself against the wall, gasping for air as his vision begins to blur. Fatigue floods his limbs, weighing him down. Through his blurred vision, he sees another in front of him fall to the crazed attack's blades. He knows he will be next. I refuse to die here. It's you or me, you bastards. Out of the way! He uses the last of his strength to barrel his way out, but the only resistance he meets is solid ground. The fuck? All he sees is black. Are you alright? Were you trying to save me just now? There's so much blood. Why does it feel like I'm the one saving you? Hold on, I'll bring you to Babel. Our doctors there can help you. Ah, I'm still alive. Who would have thought that those lunatics would decide to attack innocent bystanders in broad daylight to get at Babel? I don't know how the others are faring. Hey, stay with me. I still don't know your name. Good luck. Huh? For the first time he regrets giving himself this name. Yeah. Holy fuck, I was sucked into that. That was amazing. Holy fuck. Alright, holy fuck, this video is over now. And the next one is alright, dude. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be reading a lot more next time. So I hope you like the thought of that, comrades. But yeah, God, I had to drink a lot. That was a lot of words. Anyway, yeah, if you like the first part of what was this name again? Just Babel, right? Yeah. So if you like the first part of Babel here, do leave a like, and if you have any thoughts about the story or the characters or anything yet, feel free to leave a comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts if you've come far enough in the story to, you know, recognize these characters, or if they're new to you as well, because I haven't gotten that far yet. Too busy. But yeah, yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, comrades. That's always very much appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, comrades, as always. До свидания.